Time now for a look at our social media segment. With me in studio, Tshepiso Moche. And Tshepiso, thanks for joining us. It was certainly a busy news week this week. We've got quite a bit to talk about. Let's start with the Durban-Joburg storm.
Afternoon, Natasha. During the week, Natasha, we saw heavy rains wreaking havoc in parts of Joburg and Durban, and many people took to social media to send pictures of their cars that were swept away by water. We saw houses that were destroyed. We know schools, churches, and hospitals are among structures that were destroyed by that heavy rains. And as you can see on your screen, the visuals of parts of KZN experiencing serious rain and claiming several lives. We know that in KZN 8 lives were lost and several others people are still unaccounted for, and it remains to be seen whether they are alive or did they lose their lives also. And many people, Natasha, are continuing to sort of send messages of condolences to those that have lost their lives, and encouraging others to donate clothing items and food to those that were affected by heavy rains. I
mean, such dramatic pictures that have come through on social media. All right, let's look at what's been happening this morning in terms of the spy tape saga. The Supreme Court of Appeal has confirmed that the decision to withdraw charges against the president was irrational. What have people been saying on social media?
Well, Natasha, people took to social media to sort of congratulate the judge for delivering what they term as excellent judgment regarding the spy tape, saying the president, it's time for him to face the charges because he's claiming that he's not afraid to have his day in court. Now, most people are saying, well, Mr. President, here's an opportunity for you to go and clear your name and sort of clear the cloud that is hanging over your head. And we know that shortly before midday, the DA held a press conference saying they're giving NPA 10 days to act based on the judgment that was delivered today, failing which they will take action. And Natasha, I must emphasize this, most of the tweets that are coming through are saying President Jacob Zuma must face his charges. The NPA, particularly Sean Abrahams, must prove himself that he's not captured. He must take decisive action and stop appealing these charges, because only in a court of law that President Jacob Zuma can clear his name. And as you can see on your screen here, Jelly Bean Mafia saying, I think it's only fair to let President Jacob Zuma step down so that he can concentrate on the 783 charges, #spy tapes.
Another big story that happened yesterday also in the courts. The High Court in Pretoria ruled that Ahmed Timol did not commit suicide but died after being tortured and pushed from a window by security branch police officers. This was such an emotional story to follow yesterday. What have people been saying? Well,
people are saying the court delivered what we already knew. The judgment is what we already knew, that he did not commit suicide. He was murdered, and they're saying finally the family will have closure. But more importantly, they're saying those who took part in the murdering of Ahmed Timol must face the music, regardless of how many years that happened. We understand it's over 40 years, but most Twitter reaction is that those people who were involved must face the music, and some are suggesting that maybe that prison, John Foster, must be renamed after him, saying it's only fair that it be renamed after him. And most Natasha, most tweets saying this will give closure to the families, and more of such inquiries are needed to give other families also who have lost their loved ones during that period closure.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, I hope this opens the door for many more families to come forward and find that closure and that healing that they need and that the country needs, actually.
Indeed.
Okay, another big court story. This one, the Lion Mama. This was trending for a few days. A mother who admitted to stabbing her daughter's alleged rapist, killing one man and injuring 2 others. She left the Lady Frere Magistrates Court without those charges being held against her. She's a free woman.
Yes, Natasha, and although the prosecutors did not pursue the charges, some are saying, well, she should have had her day in court. It was supposed to be a decision of of the judge to sort of not prosecute her or not continue with the case. But nevertheless, the general sentiment on social media is they congratulating her and saying now she should focus on the healing process after the trauma that she went through. She must now take time and heal and focus on her well-being and the daughter's well-being, saying the law must also protect those who, people who defend themselves, because if you are a parent, you can't sort of fold your arms and look at your daughter being raped and while you can do something. And they're saying the judge made a very good decision by not, the prosecutor made a very good decision by not continuing with the charges.
Yeah. Tshepiso, thanks so much. We'll leave it there. Our Tshepiso Moche with us, going through some of the big stories we've been following on social media.